I'm Chris Meyers. I am part of the operations practice. I do most of my work in manufacturing and maintenance transformation. Manufacturing is actually about what happens between the four walls of a factory. So it's very hands-on. We often wear our safety shoes when we go to work and a safety hat and so on. We often work with all levels within the company. So coaching an operator and a shift leader, but also, talking to the COO about what is actually the best operating model and how can we support growth of the company, for example.
My name's Johnny Hauser. I'm an expert engagement manager at McKinsey in the London office. Within the manufacturing service line, we are typically helping clients deliver quite significant changes in the way they operate their manufacturing assets, their factories. Usually it's things like increasing throughput or reducing cost, both of which can be really complicated things to do. But more recently, it's been about setting up, emergency responses to COVID from scratch, which are really high pressure environments, but really, really rewarding at the same time. Loads of different problems, from the standard stuff that you'd expect as an engineer, but then you also get thrown into the completely wild stuff that McKinsey gets to help clients through.
Recently, we've worked with a chemicals client that needed to increase their production capacity in a certain site with a fourfold of what they had been doing. So we're really then coaching the client to make sure technically they can produce more, but also changing the underlying processes and even the mindsets and the behaviors to enable that production growth. Set the mindsets on, now we have to actually make sure our equipment is constantly running and we shouldn't have it wait. And these kind of change processes are at the core of what we do in manufacturing. So a typical or an ideal day is not entirely in the office. I will go talk to people, walk the hallways, but also go into the manufacturing shop floor from the clients and see how things are going in the production itself. And it balances a little bit the work in the office with really going into a concrete different situation and see the impact and talk to people and try to coach them as well. Great manufacturing is a bit like a bike, right? So the bike itself needs to be well maintained, well built. The brakes need to work, the gearbox need to work and so on, but also the person on the bike needs to know how to drive it, needs to steer it well, and needs to want to go forward. This is what we do at manufacturing. We try to make all of that work together in a holistic way. And so the whole idea of the bike, we often actually try to use it in our conversations with clients as well.